Hey, welcome back to the Founder's Journey Daily Spark. I'm Greg Moran, your host. Appreciate you coming back today. We're going to dive into the power of the concept of small experiments in a startup. So, if you're in the startup world, this is kind of a must listen if you want to really jumpstart innovation in maybe a little more counterintuitive way. So, let's get started. When we think about experimentation, what we're really thinking about is how do we unlock opportunity, right? How do we really start to explore multiple opportunities while limiting our risk and limiting the distraction of the business? And really what we need to do is try radically different strategies, and we need to be able to get immediate customer feedback, but we need to be able to go fast. And that's where experimentation in startup really begins. You've got to really speed through the launch and measure and iterate process so that you get faster about the way that we're developing experiments, right? It's not about proving something. It's really about trying to disprove something that may or may not work within the business. So here's what I want you to think about. And this is kind of the weekly experiment. Experiment challenge. Aim for one experiment or one little research project every week. Maybe it's a new piece of functionality. Maybe it's a new go-to-market strategy. Maybe it's a new way that we manage our talent. But again, one little experiment in each week. Because ultimately what we're trying to do is accumulate knowledge, and that knowledge becomes the biggest asset for our startup. But here's the thing, not all knowledge is really equal. We've got to really start to test a lot of different ways about taking our business to market or taking our product to market. But it's not really about the minor details. We want to really prioritize experiments in our startup that really address critical business risks. So think about new ways to address churn if that's a problem. Think about new ways to expand a customer if that's something you're really focused on. But here's the thing, don't get too granular. Really, you want to start to avoid assigning points or other kind of pseudo scoring measures. You really want to focus on working the most critical business risks and proving or disproving your ideas, right? It's about really limiting the scope of what we're trying something with a few different customers, getting some immediate feedback, seeing if there's something there, try it a little bit larger and keep doing this. But here's the counterintuitive part. This knowledge velocity that we're talking about, this really slows down over time, because in the beginning of your startup, it's the speed of the experiments are going to really be critical as we test our business model. But as our business model solidifies, these things are going to slow down, and the experiments are really going to turn it more into kind of micro tuning or fine tuning what's already been working. So we want, really what we're trying to do here is we want to learn something new, a way to test our business model every week. Can we go faster? Can we be more profitable? Can we be leaner? Can we be more efficient? Right? And it's those little experiments. And then creating a habit in the business, establishing that regular cadence of experiments, because consistency is really going to be the key here. So when we think about startup experiments, think about this from a checklist standpoint. First, you really want to prioritize those critical business risks. What are the things that keep you up at night? Then each week, run at least one experiment or research project every week, week in and week out. And then focus on making that progress making progress even faster, really because we want to increase the pace of our learning. So hopefully this gives you a new way to think about innovation, a little bit more tactical, kind of granular way. That pretty much sums up today's Daily Spark on the power of small experiments. Hope these things really help guide you on your entrepreneurial journey. Appreciate you tuning in. And remember, just one experiment per week can really unlock your startup's potential in a major way. So this doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple. So if you found this helpful, please don't forget, follow, subscribe to the Founder's Journey podcast so that you never miss an episode. And also share your experiences with this in either the comments or through our website at thefounderscollective.com. So thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.